One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Red Raiders ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All wideouts, no backs. Motion from the back. This is a designed run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know.
Turning it on! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Bears! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pocket breaking down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The screen, he can go. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. And nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Extending the play. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Baylor! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Kruger. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle on that.
And he's still running it. Continues to fight for yards. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Out of the gun to give to the back. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Moving out of the pocket. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on first down from the 28. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The Bears send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
With the catch, it's Prince. And they'll knock him down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. That's caught. It's Kruger. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires downfield. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Almost the D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It is perfect. And now they regain the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 17 to Nebraska. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Kruger. At midfield, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Kruger. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
He'll pull it on the read. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Kruger. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Might be changing the route. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He fires to the left side. It's caught across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
They'll toss it to the left. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Fires to the tight end. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down, got to use their time wisely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Now sliding to his left. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Rolling right and going deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He now has 61 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Using the quick game. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was it breaks into the open. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Prince. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Red Raiders headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations. Continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Bears will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Red Raiders are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Prince. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the grab at the 30. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Red Raiders come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll give it to the back. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing the fourth down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Got enough to move the sticks, first down from the 17.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
It's complete to the right. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
He's looking to pass. Gets it out fast. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Takes the easy one to the back. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He wants to change this route. Here's a heat. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
All right, I like the aggressiveness. I want to be aggressive as a play caller when I'm coming out of my own end zone, when I got a little bit of space to throw the football. And you could tell they wanted to be aggressive, wanted to take a shot. Defense was ready, locked them down, but thank goodness, still had a little space left.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Snagged in the middle. It's Mendez. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the tight end did a nice job there. He ran the route. He got underneath the linebackers, came out the other side, and that's a play he just has to be able to finish.
Rushes on him. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense drags him down.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. We saw it on that play.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Bears! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Kruger. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're going to run it. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Now from inside the red zone. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and Just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on second and short. Lets it fly. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Let's go. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Working on the right. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Baylor! lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Kruger. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Kruger. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands. It's Kruger. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kruger. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Kruger. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And the Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. A shot toward the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.